Alright, welcome back to potentially Clifty Falls episode 2, potentially Clifty Falls part 2. I've moved maybe 3 feet from where we ended the last video, or the cut. We're going to go down here, we're going to go look at the river, going to walk back up. It'll probably be dead by then, but at least you'll have seen the Clifty Falls themselves, you know? I can always come back another time and get the rest of Clifty Falls. It's definitely possible. I have a good amount of free time coming up since it's the summer. I have no classes. It'll be great, you know. Anyways, let's head on down through here. Honestly, making it at least for the algorithm, as sadly as as sad as I kind of need to do that, it's better to make several smaller videos. It's probably more digestible for the fans of people, for you people, for my future hypothetical fans. You know, because I'm going to be a big deal someday, I'm sure, but it's probably better to have multiple videos and kind of spread them out, kind of pad my content, you know, a little bit of a sellout, I won't lie. I want people to see my content, so if I don't get them to actually, you know, if I can't get the algorithm to kind of boost it, I have an issue here. So this is episode 2, we're going to call it hiking down a hill to my death. Hiking down a hill to my death. That would be a really good title, actually. I think we're going to stick with that. The first episode will just be called Pilot. I don't know. You know, I'm not very good with titles yet. I haven't done this. This is very... I'm glad that these rocks are here. They're holding all of this soil in place. It just whoosh, slide down. It'd be a slip and sliding. I have to be like a penguin or something. Just fly, you know, run down on my belly, slide down. Hope it works. These rocks are wonderful grips for walking this treacherous trail. Try walking down like wet leaves mixed with soil. You know, wet topsoil mixed with like the deteriorating leaves. It's horrifying. Also something I'm scared of now that I think about it, it's going to get really loud down there. I might have to start yelling. So don't get offended. Please don't get offended. It's just going to be very loud, I guess. Maybe I should be quiet for a little bit. You know, maybe I should stop trying to make excuses to talk. That'd be a great idea. We'll test that for this episode. I'll try and be a little quieter, a little slower than the last one, or previous section of the video. Quotation marks on that. Spider webs. My first branch of spider webs through there. I can't shut up if things are happening. We have a destroyed tree. It doesn't even look like it came out of the ground. Looks like it doesn't look like it came out of the ground. It looks like it got shoved over. We have a little break in the path here. It's quite nice. Now we'll walk up it. You could say we cover more of Clifty Falls. You know, we get all the mileage we can. Here we go. We've walked both ends of the trail, both sides of this little trail. Piece of flint there is what it looks like. It's kind of flinty. Now the water is coming into view. Very beautiful. Now I'm very excited about this. This kind of looks like coral. I don't know that that's what this is, but it looks like this might be a fossil here. If it is, it's almost certainly coral or a stromatolite, but I don't know, it just doesn't fit the pattern. It's a very uniquely patterned rock. But it's something I want to, you know, figure out what this is in the future. Because that's not a very common, and you can see more of this kind of, it might be honeycomb coral of some kind. Because it does have like little pockets on it. They look very hexagonal, but they're very small too. I don't know, I'm not surprised that there's some different. This is gorgeous. I think. This looks like a shell fossil here. There's some kind of little, there's a shell fossil there. This is a very, here's some kind of like gastropod, I want to say it's some kind of snail-like creature. That might be a tiny fossil right there. But this is a shell. It looks like it's been replaced with flint in a way. And then here's a shell here, here, here. Tons of little shells. I mean, this is like premium Devonian, Silurian fossil bed here. We'll put it in the light. That might make it better. It's even heart-shaped. It's like lovely, you know? A picture of it for myself. We'll put him back. I don't know who uprooted that, but kind of glad they did. Kind of sad they did. So I bet that is coral right there. It's some species of coral. That's another unique rock through there. And we're talking pelecypods, I think is the name, which is basically what our modern day oyster shells kind of look like. Or, you know, if you find like a shell out in the ocean, by the ocean, or maybe even, you know, on a video game or something. Like, I think Stardew Valley has several shell designs that kind of it comes up like the joints at the bottom. It comes up almost like a weird heart shape, and it's got ridges along it where it like grooves for the clam. That's what I'm kind of thinking that is. It's a pelecypod. At least that's my amateur analysis. You didn't hear that. Anyways, we're gonna head on down. Now we come to actually a very interesting choice here. I think I've already made up my mind. Here's maybe some more coral, possibly. It's pretty worn down, if it is. It's kind of a lovely idea, though, that, you know, this animal would be providing life for a place for that moss to live millions of years later. We're gonna go this way. This looks easier. I think it's gonna take us down to the creek regardless. Says this is 2. Kind of, hey, here we go. This might be where the trail changes. I haven't been keeping time on this video, jeez. It's 1:38. Need a watch. I needed to bring my watch. I thought about bringing a watch, and I decided against it. And I could have at least generally guesstimated the length of each episode, but if I could get some basic editing skills, which might come in time if I get enough, you know, if at least 5 people are watching this, I might actually start editing videos. If I get at least a couple people enthusiastic, I'll probably edit this. That's Trail 8. So we've been on Trail 8? No, we haven't. We've been on Trail 2. We've just been on a different section. Coming down to another map here. Ooh, looky here. Right by the creek. Let's look at the map here. It says we are right. You are here. We could go all the way up that way. We get all the way up through here. We could go see the main, the giant waterfall that we were looking at earlier, which is what I want to look at. Now, immediately, I want to look at these. This is flint of some kind. Or are these like, this is a fossil, this is a shell fossil. It's a bit warm, but you can see the little grooves of it. I don't know the paleontology, the animal biology enough to be certain of what it is, other than it is a shell. I know I'm destroying everything, maybe I shouldn't do that. Here's possibly a very loose, another shell. We might be looking at several deteriorated fossils, basically. This is jasper, I believe. I always think this is flint. It's not flint. Oh! I already got them old man knees. I'm already ahead of the game. Here's another section of shells here. This is beautiful, too. Again, I'm collecting pictures for myself, but for my own thing. so I don't have to come back to the video, but just sit in it. You can see the shells through here. We've got, again, just your kind of typical, I believe, policipod. Here and here and here and here and here and here and here. Just all kinds. I mean, the floor would have been clamoring. They would have been clamoring across the floors of the ancient ocean. Be everywhere. Where am I going with this? One here. I kind of want to see what's over there, but that's an interesting color. Not as interesting as I thought. This is some kind of, this is very flinty. It's very conchoidal fracture-esque. This is some kind of honeycomb coral. This is pretty cool. Once again, picture. I need evidence of samples. Again, I'm not taking these home or anything. That's not allowed. Honeycomb, maybe. I'm gonna pull a snake out is what I'm gonna grab next. My luck. Even more on here. This has some fossils on it. Some kind of, this reminds me vaguely of little bryozoans. I don't know if that's what these are. This is a wonderful shell right here. Excellent quality. More policipods, and there's gonna be clams everywhere. I mean, here's another one probably. This one's a bit fractured, but anyways, we're kind of the base of the, they're probably one of the lower points of the park, I'm sure. No exit past this point to trail 2. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. We gotta go back up through here. So I guess this is what we're gonna do. What is this? Ah.